I'm sorry.
Here we go again, diving into the DC versus Marvel saga. It's like choosing between a blockbuster action movie and a gripping, complex drama series. In one corner, there's Marvel, stroking their stuff with its big-budget movies and time-travel escapades with their heroes cracking jokes like they're trying to outdo the cast of Saturday Night Live. Then, lurking in the other corner is the DC Universe, the brooding, misunderstood cousin at the family reunion, with more depth than an award-winning Netflix series that leaves you pondering life's big questions. First up, let's dive into the tone of these two big leagues. DC's not just playing with the dark side, they're in a full-on gothic romance with it, kind of like the intense vibes you get from watching Stranger Things in a dark room. It's all mystery and intrigue. Think of them as the emo band of the comic world, dishing out deep, brooding tunes that hit you right in the feels like an Adele song on a rainy day. On the flip side, Marvel's the life of the party, like a mix between Jim Carrey in his 90s heyday and the energy of the Avengers movie premiere. Marvel is now all about zingers that hit faster than tweets during the Oscars, with heroes switching costumes like they're channeling Lady Gaga at a concert. Now, let's talk about the roster of heroes they both have. DC's lineup is like the superhero version of the ancient Greek pantheon, with Superman flying around as if Zeus himself decided to ditch the Thunderbolts for a cape. Then there's Batman, Gotham's very own nighttime overlord, who's also got more daddy issues than a character in a Shakespearean tragedy and could use a group therapy session. Wonder Woman? She's not just a hero. She's like if all the three Powerpuff Girls were put together into one, but wore more revealing clothes. As for Marvel, their crew is more like the charismatic folks next door who just happen to have superpowers. They're the kind of heroes who'd help you move a couch, then save the galaxy. You've got Spider-Man swinging through New York with more teen angst than a TikTok influencer, and Iron Man who's essentially Elon Musk in a flying metal suit. Don't forget the Hulk, he's like that friend who's super chill until someone eats his last slice of pizza. Marvel's squad might be relatable, but sometimes when the world's on the brink of disaster, you need the kind of hero who's stepped right out of a myth. Like, sure, it's great that Ant-Man can shrink, but can he go toe-to-toe with an ancient god? DC's heroes are the ones you call when things go full-on Independence Day situation, while a lot of Marvel's heroes are perfect for a less apocalyptic and a more there's a weird thing in my neighborhood kind of day. Now I know the Avengers fought Thanos and saved the world or whatever, but these are my opinions and go cry in the corner if you disagree. Unless you're struggling with your mental health, then you can go lay in bed and cry yourself to sleep. Now, we all know storytelling is a major aspect of making a good movie or TV series, and when DC nails it, they're not just hitting home runs. They're knocking it out of the park like it's the grand finale of a Beyoncé concert. Take The Dark Knight, for instance. It's not just some guys in costumes. It's like if Breaking Bad had a love child with Batman. Epic, deep, and sticks with you longer than your last online shopping spree. Marvel's stories, they're the theme park rides of movies. Thrilling while you're on them, but once you're off, it's all a blur, like trying to remember what you had for lunch last Tuesday. Now about the visuals, let's start with DC. They've got this style that's so dark and moody that you'd think they were trying to save on the electric bill and picture every scene like it's set in Batman's basement, all shadows and mystery, with just enough special effects to remind you that it's not actually a black and white movie. Now over to Marvel, the visual show-offs of the cinematic world. Looking at movies like Infinity War, Endgame, and Black Panther makes you think they went to the special effects buffet and asked for everything on the menu, and their visuals can be so vivid it's like they're trying to turn every scene into the finale of a fireworks show. DC might be all about that less is more life, but Marvel are the ones turning every movie into a neon dance party, and it's like they're competing for an Oscar in most colors used in a single frame, and sure, DC is the brooding poet, but Marvel is that kid who just discovered glow sticks and isn't afraid to use them. At the end of the day, picking DC or Marvel is like choosing between a moody jazz club and a neon-lit disco. DC's your brooding, angst-filled poet, perfect for those deep soul-searching nights, and Marvel is like that eternally hyper-party animal, all bright lights and non-stop action, as if they've had one too many energy drinks. So what'll it be? Contemplating the universe with Batman or doing the electric slide with Spider-Man? It's really about how depressed you're feeling in the moment. You can leave now, I'm done talking.